What is up with it? Today we are back and we are watching another high ranked gameplay. This is going to be myself playing versus Zoro around top 15 on ladder, probably. Zoro choosing to go second. Also, happy belated Thanksgiving to all of you who celebrate it. Hope you all had a good day. I had a great day myself. Abby and I doing the turkey trot, our local turkey trot. Gonna go, and we went and saw the new Knives Out movie, Wake Up Dead Man, and that I enjoyed that quite a lot. But opening hand after mulligan is going to be a 2K, the GARP event, the Shalria, the Nesturo, and the Never Existed. I think this is a pretty easy start with Shalria. Grab the Mars, you love to see that. Not a huge fan of two 2Ks going to the grave, but that is okay. We can go ahead and leader skill the Shalria, finding another one, not so bad. That will get us closer to the Saturn, which we definitely want to find in this matchup. Okay, the opponent's starting with the Koshiro, their ideal turn on 2 for sure. I think we can go ahead and, I feel like we should have probably grabbed the +3 event, to be honest. Not any reason to grab Peter that I can think of. But it's fine because we can go ahead and use the Peter. Maybe that's why we grabbed Peter, just because we knew whatever we grabbed we were going to have to use, and it looked maybe a little worse if we grabbed the +3 and then used the +3 there. But I feel like that's not great. I feel like because we could have grabbed the +3 and then we could use a +3 event here. I mean, we do have the GARP event, so we can use the GARP event here, but I feel like this GARP event could be better somewhere else. So we'll see if at any point we wish this Jupiter was the GARP event, and that's actually right here. Okay, so already a mistake. Should have grabbed the +3. And then what would have happened is we would have given the 1-2K in our hand last turn, and then this turn we would +3 this 7, and then he'd go 5, and then we'd GARP event. So we'd have 1 extra card in our hand. Ooh, thinking about giving up the Mars? I think this should just be the Jupiter. Gonna go ahead and play a second Zoro. Not bad. I feel like they definitely could have swung 7 there. Not exactly sure why they didn't. Gonna go ahead and go 7 at 4. See if they're willing to block. And they're not. We can go ahead and get rid of this. That way their leader can't just swing at it for free. They're going to go ahead and go 5. Yeah, and this is the turn where we most would want to have that extra card. If we have just 1 extra card in our hand here, we get to counter that. Okay, going to grab the 10 cost just because we don't want 2 of them going to trash. This is appearing to be a game that we might need 2 of them. We can go ahead and +4 here. This turn we will for sure be Marsing the Kushiro. We'll see if we find anything else to go along with that. Okay, we have a search event. Okay, now we don't really have anything that we would be happy to trash because this search event found something so strong. Low-key, I'm leaning towards pitching a 5 Elders. Which means there's only 1 left in the deck, but I definitely don't think we can afford to pitch counter here. Maybe using the search event was a mistake. Because if it ever finds anything, we're always pitching that thing anyways. So maybe using the search event was actually a mistake. If I just pitched the search event, then I would have a 10 cost in my hand instead of this Never Existed. I don't know, the Never Existed low-key kind of feels kind of important here. I'm going to go another 7. We're going to find another trigger. Can't be mad about that. And the opponent is now thinking about their numbers. We could definitely see an 8, 6, 10. Or we could see a law come down. That makes a lot of sense here too. I'm going to go ahead and go 6. Nice for us. We have the Shirahoshi. I kind of think maybe they could have done these swings a bit differently. But we're going to be forced to take this 10, of course. The opponent only with 3 life. We can go about this one of 2 ways. We can either go for the Saturn to have 1 more card in hand, or we can go for the Warcry afterwards. And I think the Warcry afterwards is probably going to give us a bit more mileage. Can go ahead and check this top 5. Mosgard is such a fake searchable 2K. That shit is so fake, honestly. Gonna go ahead and grab the at your service just so we can pitch it. Popping a TCG. And then gonna go ahead and go 7 at 4. See if the opponent wants to give us 2 2Ks. Looks like they're thinking about it. They decide against it. Can go ahead and trash this. Go 7 to lead. Really trying to kill them next turn because we don't have any more elders. It's going to be hard for us to survive this, though, admittedly. I mean, we don't have many cards in hand. If they just start by swinging 6, that would be disastrous for us. They searched out a Tashigi and then played another Perona, which is an interesting choice. Yeah. This Kawaina actually didn't do anything that Tashigi didn't do. Kawaina costing 4, Tashigi costing 5. Getting the Tashigi out of our hand does get a brick out of our hand. And when we have to Perona for the Kawaina, they cost the same. So we are going to be forced to triple 1K this, I fear. Not having an event in our hand, we don't know what this card is in our life. I don't believe we have looped our deck. We're really close to looping our deck, but we haven't. If we had known that that was in our life, perhaps we could have done it. And I think here we just have to do a good old-fashioned split 3 ways and hope we get there, because we are not surviving another turn. So we can go ahead and start 9. And then go 10. I mean, this does not get through almost ever. The opponent has used 0 2Ks, but we're kind of forced to do what we're forced to do. And the opponent goes 2 2 1 1 1. So they get out exactly, which low-key tells me that this last life was a 2K. Which means we actually almost got there. Because if this last life wasn't a 2K, they shouldn't have taken a 10. Like, let's say it was a 1K. That means they could have countered out of this, and then taking that last life was like an insane thing to do. I guess that's not technically true. That's not technically true because they don't know that we can't play the horse. But if we were going to play the horse, we wouldn't have done our swings like this anyways, so that's kind of fake news. Like, there's no way we would start with a 9, then go 10. If we had the horse, we probably would have started like a 7, and then gone up from there. I don't think there would be any reason to start with a 9 at least when they're still at 2 life if we have the horse. So, you know, despite the fact that a lot of things went wrong for us, they still needed that 2k in last life is how I'm reading this situation. Which I think is in part because they didn't just play this Tashigi. Like, playing this Kawaii really truly did nothing for them. It cost them the exact same amount of Dawn. I don't know what they were looking for. Maybe they were looking for the spell. What's it? Either the restand spell or the DMG. That's probably what it was. But funny enough, yeah. Okay, well, thank you all so much for watching. Please check out the Metafy in the description if you'd like to help support the channel. And I hope you have a great rest of your day.